Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Mola, and if today is your first time here, this channel is dedicated to help you understand the market and trade with confidence. I have been trading for over 17 years, trained thousands of traders around the globe, and here we focus on real market analysis, practical strategies, and live trading sessions that help you stay ahead of the market. In today's video, I'm going to show you how we're going to capture 10,000 pips. Yeah, 10,000 pips on the wave 3, which is about to unfold. And I'll show you exactly what I'm seeing in the market and as we start the trading session. We'll go through the key market structures, important SMC concepts, Elliott wave outlooks, and high probability zones that could drive the next move in gold. So make sure you watch this video to the end, because this knowledge can significantly improve how you read the market. All right, without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so on our last move, or on our last video, I explained to you that gold is creating something interesting, all right? And it has unfolded. It has unfolded. What happened? Price actually started with an a 5-wave impulsive move, and now it's actually doing an ABC correction. Good morning, Obed, and good morning, Precious. So price have now unfolded. It's now unfolding. So we are watching it. We understand how it's going to play out, and I'm going to tell you exactly what we should be doing to capture the next big move. Okay, so make sure you stay right to the end so that you would see what is going to happen. I told you in our last video that price has actually made a possible ABC or a zigzag correction, right? So now it unfolded, and I gave this sell call and also that buy call, because I now understand what is actually happening. That is how come I call these trades. So this thing moved in an ABC correction beautifully. Yesterday, I was actually not home. I was in the hospital, so I couldn't call the next big move, which is the sell. But later in the day, when I came, I called out that very trade. I called out that very trade. So now, let's look at what happened. So I called from here. I told you guys that price is going to drop and then further drop like this. This creates a situation for us. This area creates a situation. What kind of situation is that? Now, we have a 5-wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have an ABC, ABC. Let me change the color of the ABC to blue. And that is where it gets interesting, okay? Yeah. Because we created an ABC correction, this is what is happening. This can be a 3-wave like this, and then we have another 5-wave like that, possible to the upside like this. Then we get a 5 before we go to the upside. Okay, that is possible. All right, that is possible. So I'm going to draw it in a way you guys will understand. This will give us 3. It gives us another 5. Then it gives us another 5 to the downside. That 5 should be in red, so it gives us another 5 to the downside, then gives us another 5 all the way to the upside. All of that in red. Oh, all of that in red. So this connects that one. So what happened? This then gives us an ABC like this. So where we are currently, price can do 2 things. All right, it can bounce off and start going up, or we would break and we go down. In this case, I think we should break and continue the move all the way to the downside. That is what I see, or that is what I think. So price should just continue what it is doing to complete the cycle. This will be a very simple cycle or a very simple structure, and that makes it very interesting. Okay, very, very simple. So that will be a 5, a 3, and then the next 5. So this is zigzag A, B, and C. But then keep in mind the other possibility exists. What is the other possibility? They can then do this as a bigger correction. So then this is a wave 3. This is a 3. Then they give us a 5 before they will go down again. Right? Good. There is another possibility in there. And what is that possibility? What is that possibility? That possibility can happen if only they don't break this level. If they don't break this level. But I don't see it happening. Why am I saying that I don't see it happening? Market did not start in a 5 wave. It started in a 3. Okay, it started in the 3, 1, 2, 3, like this. So that possibility is not possible. That is why I have ruled it out. It's not possible. Okay, yeah, because if it's a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this, then there is a possibility that if they don't break below here, price can go up and it won't come down. There is that possibility. All right, but because it started in a 3, that possibility does not exist. So now all we are dealing with is because of how clear this structure is. 1, 2, and 3. Then this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should continue all the way into the PRZ. This PRZ, they should get into it before we would start thinking of actual buys. If today is your first time, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that anytime I come live, you will be notified immediately. Share the links to family and friends. Yeah, share the links. Just share the links to family and friends. It's actually a free thing to do, and it helps us actually be motivated and get to do more. All right, let's continue. So this is basically it. All right, this is basically it. So because of these 5 waves, I am actually expecting that this should just come down, complete the cycle before we start going. We cannot go below here. Impossible. Once we go below there, it has actually invalidated the whole structure. Okay? Once we go below that level, we have invalidated the whole structure. Everything has changed. That buy we are seeing has changed. So we do not expect that price will go below that level. All right. So the first possibility is for price to continue, get into this zone, and start going. The second possibility is that price will just do this move, go back up in 3 waves or in 5 waves, and then come back down into this POI. Okay, before the actual buy will start. That buy, nobody should miss it. That big buy, nobody should miss it. If you miss it, you have missed money in the whole of 2026. All right, because that buy you can hold for 3-4 months and you're going to make a lot of profit on that. A lot. So don't miss that buy. Last 2 years, I gave some trade calls and I said, don't miss it. People missed it and they were still crying. I'm telling you again, this is another big move coming to happen. When I said that gold is going to go to 5,000, people did not believe. People did not even believe it's going to go there until it actually went there. All right. So please pay attention to the information that we give out here. It's very, very important. So yes, this started with a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. And it is very, very good that they complete or they actually balance the cycle before they take off. But if that does not happen, and then they start to go to the downside, break below here, they have invalidated the whole structure. Whatever we are seeing has been invalidated, and because of that, price can do whatever they want to do. They can do whatever they want to do. Okay? Yeah. So we need to be patient to understand some of these things. We all Elliott waivers are seeing these structures. All right. Every Elliott waiver is seeing this structure. Price going to go to the upside. And this move that is going to go to the upside is what I'm talking about. This one, this big one, is what I'm talking about. So don't miss this big move. When you enter that big buy, you are not going to go out, because that is going to happen. If it doesn't and price goes and break below, then it's likely that this thing is forming a bigger structure, something like this. Something like this before maybe they will go up, which I doubt based on the structures that we have. I doubt. But that is market. You don't know what they're going to do. You plan and you wait for them to actually play out and you execute. Okay? Good. So basically, that is what we want to be seeing. If we start going down, then everything has changed. Everything that we are seeing has changed. Everything as Elliott waivers we are seeing has changed. If that is the case, that takes us to the SMC. That takes us to the SMC. What are we seeing in the SMC? I told you guys what is supposed to happen. So this gave us an ERL. It means that XPOI 1 was here and this is XPOI 2. XPOI 2 has actually made a sell all the way from this point all the way down. Okay? And this is the EPOI. This is an EPOI because we actually have market in a dilemma. Anytime we break an ERL, market is in a dilemma. Right? So market actually is in a dilemma. Dilemma in a sense that it can either break and continue, or we bounce off and we start going back up. So market currently is in a dilemma. That is why we have something called the XPOI reversal and XPOI continuation. Right? We have these two trading models. So now that we are coming from XPOI, we can be positioning here, but I would not advise that you position there. Just watch what is going to happen. Just watch. Okay, watch the play around here. What is really going to happen? Why am I saying so? This candle has already been mitigated, fully mitigated. Okay, 50% fully mitigation. It means that price have mitigated it. There's nothing there, and it can either break it or make it. So you just have to watch what is going to happen. Some people will be calling strong buys around here. Fine, it's okay. But for me, I will tell you to watch, because I know the interplay of what is going to happen. Okay, so just watch what is going to happen around this area. At this point, the only time you can actually trade is that when price takes out the inducement. And currently, this is the inducement here. Okay, the inducement right here. So when price takes out this inducement, then this inducement will change its rule to MSS, okay? Because we are coming from a POI. So this will change its rule to MSS. So when that happens, price breaks it like this, it's going to come back. And usually, this is going to be the new POI, and you can start taking the trade from there to the upside. Even if it does not fly, it's going to give you some very decent risk to reward, and you are going to make some profit off it. It's better than you trying to make the trade from this POI. Right? Making the trade from this POI, your stop loss or your RR will be weak. That is, you enter the trade from here. Your stop loss will either be below here or below here. Right? Good. And those of you who are watching currently, you see that we have the DPOI. I told you that is going to play out. It played out exactly the same way. I told you guys. Now we have GPOI. GPOI is currently waiting right here. This GPOI, for me, based on EW, if we get here, there's going to be a reaction. Nothing properly is going to happen. There's going to be a reaction. They would push all the way to XPOI. EPOI before they will start going back up. It can also happen, I'm not saying that it's 100%, it's foolproof. It can also happen that price will just come down. It won't get into this EPOI because this structure is on the 1 hour. That is the time frame. So since the 1 hour is giving us 2 POIs, usually we will target the first POI. Right? This is it. So you can see that the 1 hour is giving us 2 POIs. Okay, so we actually have mitigated this POI already. So it means that this is actually the POI. Okay. I made a mistake. I made a slight mistake. So I'll have to correct that right now. So bullish EPOI. And that should show on 1 hour and 50 minutes. Good. So let's go back and we are going to do it right. All right. So let's do that. Yeah. So you see, this radar would be inside here. It's going to be inside here. And now this will show only on 1 hour. So this is it. So it means that they are coming. If they should make the move and they are coming down, this is the POI you should be positioned for. This is the POI. You cannot position on any other POI. This is the only POI left. This one. This one, I'm telling you, is going to be a reaction. There's going to be a reaction just here. Right? Yeah. And what is going to happen? Then it means that this is how we are going to see this thing. Interestingly. So position yourself in a way you are going to make a lot of money. So let me do this. Oh, okay. So I think it's not going to come the way I want it. So this is what is going to happen. This is what is going to happen. I'm giving you the trade right from here. Perfect. So this is breaking the whole stuff going back up. It's breaking the whole stuff and going back up. So this is it. I think, yeah, this one, it should be like this. Perfect. So this is how it's going to look like. Okay, this is how it's going to look like. So they are dropping all the way down. All the way. Doc, please, what if price breaks through last bullish POI? I already said that. It means that the structure has been invalidated. Nothing to happen again. All right? Structure has been invalidated. Okay? Good. So this is what we have currently, GPOI. This GPOI, like I said, there's going to be a reaction on it. Nothing properly. This is where the real move should happen. If the move does not happen here, then we are done. Okay? So this one I said has already been mitigated, fully mitigated. So nothing much to be seen right from here. We have already mitigated it fully mitigation. You can see. In fact, let me see from my left side what the indicators are saying. Okay, so So the indicator is pointing, so you can see the indicator is currently drawing all the stuff the exact way I'm actually drawing them. Okay, you can also say it yourself. The indicator is drawing all the things exactly the way I'm drawing them. They are just doing the same thing. The indicator is drawing all of them the same way I'm drawing them. We are all doing the same thing, right? Yeah. So the indicator is getting better and better and better. It's drawing all the things. Price going down and down and down. Free trade right from here, EPOI. There's another one here, free trade. Another one here, free trade. Another one here, free trade. Another free trade. This is a free trade. You can see all of that. It's actually happening. The indicator, and this is the big trade of all. This was a free trade. So if you miss this, then you should catch this, or you should catch one of this. All right. But yesterday I was it has happened. It has happened. So now this POI has been totally invalidated. Totally. Nothing to talk about this POI. Nothing to talk about it. This POI is gone. Okay. Yeah. So we understand what is really happening in price, and I've already given you what Elliott Wave suggested to us. Elliott Wave gave us a huge suggestion, and all we need to do is follow the suggestion that Elliott Wave is giving us. So you see this POI and the POI, this PRZ and the POI I showed you on SMC, they are both alike, or they are both in the same direction. All right, they are both in the same direction. So this it. Now this trade is selling all the way into this level. All the way into this level. Right? Okay, guys. What do you also think? Do you think what I'm saying does not make sense? It makes sense. Gold is going to buy. What do you think? Is going to go to gold going to buy, or is going to sell? I think we should have a lot of sells before the buy kick off. What do you also think? Do you think gold is going to buy from the POI I showed you earlier on, which is this POI? Do you think gold is going to buy from there? Leave your comments in the comment section. All right? Perfect. So guys, that is that. This is I've actually been frequenting the hospital a lot, so I've not been very, very active. But don't worry, we will get everything going. All right. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notification so you never miss out on market breakdowns and live trading sessions. Also remember, the real market analysis and trading opportunities are shared during our live trading sessions, so make sure you join us regularly. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, stay disciplined, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now, guys.